Kyrie, man, is back.
Oh, my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash, the True Inferno. Back at it with another Pokemon Unite commentary gameplay for you guys. And basically, the playoffs are here, although we still got the play-in tournament to go through, but the playoffs are here. So now, 2 weeks ago, I did a video and I said I was going to record 5 videos in that one day. I said I only recorded 2. I didn't get to the other 3. This is one of those 3 right here, believe it or not. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you guys my playoff predictions. And then I'm going to talk about the Kyrie New York situation that happened a number of weeks ago, because I've been voicing my opinion about the whole Kyrie situation here and there throughout the past year. So might as well keep it up right here. And this probably going to be the last time I talk about it unless something new happens. But let's go with the predictions. So far we got our 7 seeds in the East and the West. So ironically enough, the Brooklyn Nets are the 7th seed. They will take on the Boston Celtics in the first round. In our West, the Minnesota Timberwolves are the 7th seed, and they will take on the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. Now we need to decide who the 8th seed will be, which means there's 2 9-10 matches going on today. Well, the Eastern side has been settled. Atlanta beat Charlotte, as I expected. So now they will play Cleveland, who lost to Brooklyn. The winner of the Atlanta-Cleveland game will be the 8th seed. And I got Atlanta winning that one over Cleveland to be the 8th seed. And then on the other side, as I'm recording this, the Pelicans and the Spurs are playing right now. The winner of that game, we're going to play the Clippers, who lost to Minnesota. And the winner of that game between the Clippers and whoever wins between the Pelicans and the Spurs, again, that are playing as I'm recording this, we're going to play against Phoenix in the first round as the 8th seed. Now, again, I got Atlanta winning the last play-in tournament in the East, and our rest, it don't matter who wins between the Pelicans and the Spurs, because even I picked the Spurs. Because the Clippers will win it and get the 8th seed. Now, let's get to the playoffs prediction. It don't matter who get the 8th seed, because I don't see either 8th seed winning their first round series against the number 1 seeds out there. But let's start with the East, since I am in the Eastern Conference, so to speak, you know, Detroit Pistons. But anywho, I got Miami winning their first round match against who I think would be Atlanta. And even if it is Cleveland, it don't matter who it is, Miami will win, and we're winning in 6. I think this is going to be one of the more competitive playoffs we've seen in a very, very long time. Now, moving on to the 4-5 matchup, it has been said already. It would be the 76ers taking on the 5th seed Toronto Raptors. Now, the 76ers main defender, because he's not vaccinated, he cannot go to Canada, which is where Toronto is, and play. Because the rule there is you have to be vaccinated just to be allowed in the country. If you're not vaccinated, you ain't getting in. It don't matter who you are. So this is going to be a tough one. And I'm going to go with, it's going to go 7. Ooh, this is a tough one. I gotta go Philly, because I gotta go with Philly. MB is an MVP caliber player. He could win it this year between him and Jokic, in my opinion. You can't go wrong with either or. I gotta go with Philly in 7 games. It's gonna be extremely close, but I got Philly in 7. The 3-6 matchup, it would be the Milwaukee Bucks as the 3 seeds taking on the Chicago Bulls. And Milwaukee should win this one in 6 games as well. Again, this is going to be a bit tougher than most people think, but I got Milwaukee winning in 6. In the 2-7 matchup, the Boston Celtics against the Brooklyn Nets. I got Boston winning that one in 7 games. Again, another tough series, but I got Boston winning that one. They've been on the roll, so I expect it to continue. Moving on to the second round in the Eastern Conference, it would be Miami. It's like a boring bracket here, but I got Miami taking on the Philadelphia 76ers, the 1-4 matchup, and I got Miami winning that one. I got Miami winning that one in 7. And then on the other side, the 3-2 matchup, Milwaukee against Boston, I got Milwaukee winning that one in 6, which sets up the 1-3 matchup, where it will be Miami against Milwaukee, which is a rematch from the East Conference Finals back when they were in the bubble, and Miami won that one to go to the finals. Well, that ain't happening this time around. I got Milwaukee winning the East in 6, and they will go to the NBA Finals in back-to-back years. Now, Moving out west, the 1-8 matchup. Again, I got the Clippers at the AC, but it don't matter because Phoenix will win that one. If they play in the Clippers, they should win in 6. If they play either the Pelicans or the Spurs, they should win in the 5. Either way, Phoenix, as the 1 seed, is winning that series. Moving on. The 4-5 matchup. Dallas as the 4 seed against the 5th seed of Utah. Now, Luka is injured, and we have no clue when he's going to come back. If he's going to come back, he's going to miss game 1, which is bad news for Dallas. I got Utah winning that one in 6 games. So there you go with that. The 3-6 matchup. Another interesting one. 3 seed Golden State will take on the 6 seed Denver Nuggets. And Steph Curry is injured. And if I recall correctly, I think the word was he was supposed to return for game 1. I'm not 100% sure on that. Do not quote me on that. It's going to be tough. It's really, really, really going to be tough because without a healthy Steph Curry, they're not beating Denver. But it's tough. So I don't know when Curry's going to come back, but we don't even know if he's going to be the same. Clay is not back to his true form overall. Offensively to a degree, yeah, but defensively he's not there yet. I'm going to go with Denver in 6 because of all the injury issues. I got Denver winning that one in 6 games. And then the 2-7 matchup. Memphis taking on the 7 seed Minnesota Timberwolves. I got this one going 7 games, and I got Memphis winning that one. So now we go to the second round. We got the 1-5 matchup, Phoenix against Utah. I got Phoenix winning that one in 6 games. And then the 6-2 matchup, I got Memphis winning that one in 6 games as well, which will bring up an interesting Western Conference Finals. I got Phoenix winning that one in 7. I think that will go 7 against the Memphis Grizzlies, but I got Phoenix winning that one in 7. So we got NBA Finals rematch from last year, which is funny. But this time, I got Phoenix winning it all over Milwaukee in 7 games. I think that will go 7 games. But I got Phoenix winning that one. And Chris Paul will finally get his NBA championship. And Devin Booker will be Finals MVP. All right. So with that out of the way, now let me get on this Kyrie Irving situation. Because for those of you who don't know, here's what happened. So when the year started, Kyrie decided to not get vaccinated. Now, was it because of religious reasons? No. Because he was paranoid about what was being injected into his body? No. His reasoning for not getting vaccinated and still not vaccinated is because he wants to be the voice of the voiceless. Because here's what's been going on over the past few years when it comes to COVID-19 and the vaccine. In certain jobs, it's a mandate where you have to get vaccinated to work. If you're not vaccinated, you was going to get fired. And that happened. And that forced a lot of people to get vaccinated. Some people said, no, I'm not doing that. So they got fired. And Kyrie wanted to stand up for the cause. But my thing is, okay, then what have you done for the cause? That's the question. I have no clue. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. If anybody have anything that he has done, let me know in the comment section below. Because I haven't seen nor heard anything that he has done for the cause, for the people who don't want to get vaccinated and don't like the mandate because they don't want to get fired, because they don't want to get vaccinated. So if he done anything regarding to that, let me know. And then I can, retract what I'm about to say. But as far as I know, he hasn't said anything ever since. He hasn't done anything ever since. Well, because of the stance he took, New York have a mandate when the old mayor was running things and basically saying, if you're not vaccinated, you basically, I don't know about the official lingo, Jimbo, or whatever, the full legal details, but in terms of people who play sports, if you're not vaccinated in New York, you cannot play for your home team. So Kyrie, who played for Brooklyn, even though he's not a Brooklyn native in memory such correctly, I don't know, but whatever. Because Kyrie played for Brooklyn and he's not vaccinated, that means he cannot play home games for Brooklyn. He can't go to New York and play against the Knicks, but he can travel everywhere else as long as there's no mandate like that and play, and he can't go to Canada because he's not vaccinated. But yet, for some odd reason, players from other teams can come in and play whether they're vaccinated or not. So that was the law that was set by the old mayor, where they have an election and there's a new mayor that is in there. But he did not change the mandate, even though people was like, yo, change the mandate, is dumb, it's stupid, blah, blah, blah. And I agree. It's true. The mandate was dumb. Like, how is it that Kyrie can't play for his home team inside his home stadium, but yet visitors who are not vaccinated could come in and play. It makes no sense. It should be one or the other. So while the law was dumb as heck, but the fact that Kyrie decided not to get vaccinated was also dumb as well. So there was no right way to go about this. They both were in the wrong. Both sides were in the wrong. Now, here's what happened originally. Because Kyrie was not vaccinated, Brooklyn originally said Kyrie was not going to be a part-time player. He either had to get vaccinated or he was not going to play. Well, what happened was, despite Kyrie not playing, they had James Harden at the time, and the Brooklyn Nets were second or tied for first. But then KD got injured. So now Brooklyn's like, okay, KD got injured. He's going to be out for a good period of time. We need Kyrie back. So now he can be a part-timer. So Kyrie is back as a part-timer, meaning he can't play whole games. He can't go to the Knicks and play as a role player, but he can play for the Brooklyn Nets when they have road games. You know, when they go to Detroit to play the Pistons, when they go to Miami to play the Heat, whatever the case may be. And, of course, he cannot go to Toronto because he wasn't vaccinated. So that's been going on for a good minute. And, again, it was like, yo, either Kyrie go get vaccinated or new mayor, get rid of this stupid law. Something got to give here because both sides, again, were in the wrong. Well, a couple of weeks back, the mayor finally got rid of the law. So now Kyrie, who still isn't vaccinated, by the way, can now play home games. And here's my take on that. So my take on that is this. For the mayor to finally get rid of that stupid law, yeah, that law should have been done with a long time ago. I think it was a dumb law to begin with because it's so hypocritical and not consistent. Because basically, again, the home player can't play if they're not vaccinated. But the role players, or the players, the visiting players can come in and play whether they're vaccinated or not. And that made no sense to me at all. So, and again, it you know, either get rid of the law or improve it to say, I don't care if you're a home player or or a visiting player. If you're not vaccinated, you can't play. That should have been the law if they want to go that route. But he decided to say, okay, you know what? Forget it. It don't matter if you're vaccinated or not. You can come in and play in New York. So that was the right thing to do. Now, in terms of Kyrie not getting vaccinated, I think that was also a selfish thing to do because he's now being accused of a guy who don't want to show up and play basketball, basically not wanting to show up and work, but yet he wants to get paid. So that's the issue here because he's now costing Brooklyn a championship. Because when they had James Harden and Kevin Durant and Kyrie, yo, even though I always look at that squad and say, yo, defense was an issue, so I'm not really 100% sure that they was going to come out of the East because the East have gotten better. But I ain't going to lie, they were amongst the favorites to win it all, like without question. But then what happened was KD got injured, and Kyrie was still doing this BS nonsense about not getting vaccinated. And James Harden got pissed off. So he requested a trade. He got traded to Philly for Ben Simmons, who still haven't played a game all year because of his own issues, which that's another story for another day. And because of that, I cannot look at Brooklyn and say, yo, they're the favorites because even though they got a lot of pieces for James Harden, they got Andre Drummond, so they got rebounding, and they got Steph Curry, not Stephen Curry, Steph Curry, who can shoot. But aside from that, they still have no defense. And they are now a 7 seed who will not have home field advantage at any point throughout the playoffs. So I don't see them being the favorites. Now, again, Ben Simmons could come back during the first round, but I really, truly believe it won't make a difference because Ben Simmons, again, he got his own issues and things of that nature. So the way I see it, Kyrie Irving, because of his antics, will cost the Brooklyn Nets the championship this year. I truly believe that. And there's not, well, as far as we know, because they might have been doing it behind closed doors, but it don't look like it because, again, Kyrie is still not vaccinated. But it looked like nobody within the Brooklyn Nets organization are holding Kyrie accountable. And I'm like, bro, y'all should be like strangling him at the neck, telling him to go get vaccinated because it made no sense that it went this long in terms of him not getting vaccinated, him not playing, and then him not playing home games. Like, it went too long. It went too long. And again, if Brooklyn does not win a championship this year, I don't care if they're the 7th seed. If Brooklyn does not win a championship, you cannot put the blame on KD. You cannot put the blame on KD. You got to put the blame on Kyrie. This would be Kyrie's fault because, again, he jeopardized the Brooklyn Nets' chances of winning a championship by not getting vaccinated. Yeah, the law was dumb and should never existed, but let's not pretend, oh, one side was right and one side was wrong. No, both sides was wrong. Kyrie should have been vaccinated. If, what's his name? If what's his face from the Golden State Warriors, who was not vaccinated because of religious reasons, I don't know how that worked. I need to be educated on that. But once upon a time, he was not vaccinated because of religious reasons, but yet apparently somebody within the organization convinced him to bypass that and get vaccinated for the team. If he willing to do that, because him not being vaccinated for religious reasons, I'm like, okay, I don't understand it, but I can see that as a more acceptable reason for not getting vaccinated in comparison to Kyrie's reason. But if somebody like that could go get vaccinated, I don't see why Kyrie couldn't do the same. It makes no sense to me. And he literally said he had no problem getting vaccinated. So it makes no sense at all. So if Brooklyn does not win a championship this year, Kyrie will have cost this team a championship, another championship, 2 straight championships in my opinion. So that's my take on that. And I'm going to call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. the New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.